Hello, public opinion aficionados, and welcome to Rasmussen Reports. I am the head pollster, Mark Mitchell, and what we're going to be covering, knee-jerk coverage about tariffs and the economy, because how could you not with all this stuff going on? Everybody is so crazy right now, so crazy. They're out there screaming about the economic implosion. They're going to have a hands-off protest. Trump, stop doing it. Stop touching our economy. Well, guess what? I just put a poll out there. I would love for you to go over on Twitter and make your opinions seen and heard. Did you vote for this? A lot of people say yes. A lot of people say they voted for this. Well, what is this? A massive, sweeping restructuring of the economy, a reversal of the kleptocracy, of the corporate technocracy, kleptocracy, whatever, the oligarchy that has been strangling American taxpayers for decades now. Finally, the middle class in America has voted and has had its say. Listen, I don't even know how many Trump voters actually do have a 401k. Like, seriously. Seriously, I'm a pollster, so I don't really have one. But I wonder what the correlation between people who are just taking it in the pants right now in the stock market and out there screaming on Twitter are, because this is not about that. This is about something much deeper. And let me tell you, people don't really care that much. Now, we do have questions in the field. We're going to get a little bit more information about tariffs. But what we do have from last week is a little over a week ago. How do you rate the way President Trump is handling economic issues? And listen, tariffs have been coming for a long time. But 30% say excellent, 18% say good, 48%, 5 points higher than the highest that Joe Biden was rated on any issue ever in his entire term. Only 40% say poor. And that 40%, listen, I think 38% strongly disapprove of Trump's job performance right now. So those people are just anti-Trump. That's what they're voting for. It's not an economic signal at all. Trump's approval was 49% today, finally broke 50, but still way, way, way higher than Joe Biden was for pretty much every part of his term. I don't know. I think there's a chance that Trump will be back above 50 next week. Who knows? Who cares? Because right direction is at 45% today. Yep. Even after the stock market crashes, wasn't really a lot of movement overnight. Looks like we're still going to be in the 40s. But guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because even if that happens, even if there's a massive stock market crash, and even if Trump's approval takes a hit, I think it's going to be coming back, because this is why Trump got elected, because he has a plan. This is how bad things got. Everybody says Trump won because Kamala Harris was a bad candidate. Nope. Trump won because the middle class got destroyed. The American dream is dead. These are from September, combined crosstabs of 10 different battleground states. People have an absolutely dismal view of the future. Will today's children be better off than their parents? Only 22% say yes. And look at this. Look at the income signal. It's not just people with incomes under 50K, 50 to 100K, 100 to 200K. Even people with incomes above 200K, only 28% of voters across this, and this was a huge sample, 10,000 voters. So yeah, this is why Trump won. People don't trust the government. Only 30% say yes, and they all agree economically. Listen, we ask people every election, what's the top issue? And people say the economy. Well, this time, they really mean it. That's what it came down to. They really mean it. This is about bringing jobs back. This is about increasing wages. This is about kicking all of the mooches off of Social Security. This is about completely reforming the American economy, bringing back a golden age. So I don't want to hear about the stock market. If you hear somebody talk about the economy, I want you to keep this in the back of your mind. This is the new political spectrum, according to me. This is where we're at right now. It's not about authoritarianism. It's not about economic freedom and authoritarianism. In my opinion, it's about how much you trust authority. That's the vertical axis, and how much grift tolerance you have. If you have a lot of grift tolerance and you have a lot of trust in authority, then you say, Viva la system. It's doing great. I love the parasite on the Potomac. I love it stealing taxpayer money, padding its pockets, making a whole class of consultants across America rich, making every other country flourish with manufacturing jobs and robust middle classes. while the American dream perishes. That's what's in the upper right. In the lower left, those are MAGA voters. They say burn the system down. It's corrupt. We need something new. The system. I'm not talking about the Constitution. I'm talking about who controls the system and how it works. And just because the stock market crashed and a few people got their feelings hurt about their fake paper losses isn't going to change the fact that about 60 to 65% of America is in this lower quadrant. And if you hear somebody screaming and hollering today, pretty sure that you could guess that they're in one of these two other quadrants. I wish it was my system. I want to get the system back. I'll do or say anything possible to get the system back because I love grift, but I don't trust the current authority structure or people who think that experts know better than anybody else. Economists, professors. Well, guess what? Those people, all those 401ks they're screaming about, guess who paid for that? That's right. Government research contracts, indirect costs pay for all these professor salaries. And they're upset that the scam is over. That's what it comes down to. If you've learned something, please follow us at rasmussenreports.com, Rasmussen_poll at Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Mark_R_Mitchell at Twitter. And thanks for watching.